Hello and welcome back to the channel. I'm Vincent, the blacksmith here at Jamestown Settlement, and in today's video I want to talk a little bit about iron by taking a look at John Smith's account of Virginia, A True Relation. A True Relation is written by Smith in 1607. It's then published in 1608, sold at the Greyhound in Paul's Churchyard. Within this account of Virginia, writing about the period of September 1607, he tells us that 46 men are dead, and as yet we had no houses to cover us, our tents are rotten, and our cabins worse than not. Our best commodity was iron, which we made into little chisels. It's not much of a quote, it's not much of a line. And what most folks are going to tend to clamp onto is that 46 men are dead and the houses are very poor. What I'm interested in is his dismissive reference to iron. This is the very first reference to iron. This is it. This is where it starts. And then he says that they made little chisels, that the first tools made in Virginia of iron were chisels. John Smith is not an iron maker. He's a smith, but he's not a smith. And he probably does not know much about iron. To me, there's a lot being said here. A couple things to keep in mind. There is a fuel crisis in England in the 16th and 17th century. Iron is being made in increasingly greater amounts. We have blast furnace technology that's in use in England. Glass is being made, and you have the household need for fuel. Fuel is becoming expensive. Wood is being imported into England, and the issue with fuel, the need for fuel, is driving inflation in England in the 16th and 17th century. One thing that Virginia has to offer is iron, and not so much the iron ore, but to make iron in Virginia and use the wood that is here in Virginia to make that iron. That Virginia has an infinite abundance of wood for the iron industry. There is also evidence that iron is being made at Jamestown early on. And early on, they're not building blast furnaces and making large amounts of iron. The first blast furnace in Virginia is 1619, and then it is destroyed and the workers killed in 1622 with the Powhatan Spring Offensive. In early Jamestown, what they're probably using are bloomery furnaces. These are small furnaces. They're not very large. They can be operated by 2, 3, 4, 5 men, and they allow you to make tens of pounds of iron by direct reduction. That ore goes into the furnace, and a usable iron comes out of that furnace. And from that, you can test out the quality of the iron and the quality of the tools that you can make from that iron, or the quality of products that you can make from that iron. And what I believe is that they may be making iron to test the quality of the iron and making these chisels, and these may very well be going back to England. We don't know. But these could be testing everything out to see what is here and what they can do with it. This is not the end of the story in the sense that John Smith dismissively references iron. This is the beginning of the story, and there are great things that are going to come from this. The iron industry that exists in the colonies in the 1770s is pretty incredible, and that is going to get the Americans into the fight as a young nation during the Revolution. But it all starts at Jamestown, and to me it all starts with this sort of dismissive quote that our only commodity is iron and we made little chisels. This is the beginning, folks, and it is all right here.